Hey friends, quick question. What if I told you that one single number in your bank account can completely change how you think about money, stress, and even your future? No, it's not $100,000. It's $20,000. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why so many people say everything changes right here. I'm going to share real brain science, everyday examples, and a few mindset traps I personally had to unlearn, and I'll be learning through this with you. So if you've ever wondered whether saving really matters, hit that like button, and let's unpack this together. Let me ask you something honestly. If your phone buzzed right now with an unexpected expense, a car repair, medical bill, or family emergency, would you feel calm? Or would your stomach immediately drop? I used to think that feeling was just normal adulthood. But then I noticed something interesting. People who had around $20,000 saved talked about money very differently. Less panic, less rush, less fear. So today, I'm not here as a guru or a mentor. I'm here as Maya, learning out loud, trying to understand why this number keeps coming up and what actually changes when you reach it. Because, spoiler alert, this isn't about luxury. It's about psychology, options, and control. The moment your brain stops panicking. One of the biggest changes doesn't show up in your bank app at all. It happens inside your brain. Before $20,000, most of us live in what psychologists call scarcity mode, constantly reacting to bills, emergencies, and the fear of what if. There's even a real term for this: scarcity brain. Your brain is stuck in survival mode, which narrows your thinking to just one goal: get through today. That's when your thoughts sound like, what if something goes wrong? Can I really afford this? What's the worst-case scenario? When your brain is in scarcity mode, it's like driving with the fuel light always blinking. Even if the road is clear, you're tense the entire time. Ever canceled plans because you thought, what if I need that money later? That's scarcity thinking. But once you reach around $20,000, something starts to shift. You're no longer just reacting, you're planning. Research shows that even relatively small emergency savings dramatically improve financial well-being, simply because they reduce constant fear and mental load. $20,000 really creates is psychological safety. Not, I'm rich safety, but I can handle surprises safety. Studies even show that financial stress reduces cognitive capacity, meaning you literally make worse decisions when you're worried about money. So when you reduce that stress, you don't just feel better. You think better. For me, it felt like walking in the dark with a flashlight. Not full clarity yet, but finally, something. Emergencies stop being disasters. Let's talk real life for a second. Before savings, a car repair feels like a crisis. A dental bill feels unfair. A broken phone feels like a setback you didn't plan for. After $20,000, it's annoying. It's inconvenient. But it's not catastrophic. And that difference matters more than people realize. Here's the metaphor that really helped me understand it. Without savings, life feels like Jenga. Every unexpected expense pulls out a block, and you're silently praying the whole tower doesn't collapse. With $20,000, life feels more like Lego. You can lose a piece, but the whole structure stays standing. That emotional stability changes how you move through the world. You're calmer. You're less reactive. You stop feeling like one mistake could ruin everything. You start to gain real options. One of the biggest changes? Your options expand. Before $20,000 job stress? You stay. After $20,000 you can breathe. You can. Consider leaving a toxic job. Negotiate instead of accepting. Take a course or test a side hustle. Say no without panic. Because you have time buffer. Here's something most people don't talk about. When savings are low, people often lose money through overdraft fees, high-interest debt, and rushed decisions. Once you build a buffer, those costs quietly disappear. You stop feeding the banks with your stress. And that's why this is a psychological upgrade, not just a financial one. You stop making desperate decisions. This part surprised me the most. When people don't have savings, they often make expensive decisions under pressure. Taking bad jobs, staying in toxic environments, using high-interest credit. saying yes when they really want to say no. Not because they're bad with money, but because they're trapped. With $20,000, desperation leaves the room. You can walk away from a bad deal. Pause before deciding. Negotiate calmly. Choose long-term relief over short-term panic. Psychology behind it. Once survival is handled, your brain shifts from reactive mode to strategic mode. It's like playing chess instead of whack-a-mole. Your identity around money changes. This one is subtle, but powerful. Saving $20,000 doesn't just change your bank account. It changes the story you tell yourself. Before, I'm bad with money. I'll never get ahead. Saving isn't for people like me. After, I can delay gratification. I can follow a plan. I'm capable of building stability. That identity shift is huge. Behavioral psychology shows that we naturally act in alignment with who we believe we are. Once you see yourself as a saver, your future decisions improve almost automatically. When I hit my savings goal, it wasn't the number that felt big. It was my confidence. I didn't suddenly become perfect with money, but I trusted myself more. And that trust changed everything. Money starts working with you. Now, let's talk compound gains, money making money. With $20,000, you can keep a solid emergency fund and start investing and avoid high-interest debt. Quick example. If $20,000 is invested at a 7 to 8% average return, it can grow by $1,500 plus per year without extra effort. That's the moment money stops being something you chase and starts becoming something that supports you. It's like rowing a boat alone and then finally adding a small motor. The dangerous side of $20,000. Now, let's keep this real. $20,000 can also be dangerous if misunderstood. Some people feel rich too early, upgrade their lifestyle too fast, treat savings like spending money, stop paying attention, and suddenly, poof, the cushion disappears. Rule learned. Savings are not a reward. They're a foundation. This money isn't here to impress anyone. It's here to protect your future self. Because the real goal isn't a number in your bank app. It's confidence and control. If you're not there yet, if you don't have $20,000 yet, don't stress. This journey isn't a race. And if $20,000 feels impossible right now, you're not behind. Most people don't fail because of math. They fail because of consistency and psychology. Simple plan. 1. Track where every dollar goes. 2. Automate savings so it disappears before spending. 3. Treat saving like rent, non-negotiable. 4. Increase savings when income increases. 5. Use windfalls to boost your cushion. Even your first $1,000 starts changing how your brain works. I used to think saving was boring. Then I realized it's just buying peace of mind. So here's what I've learned. $20,000 isn't magic, but it changes the rules of the game. It changes how you think, how you decide, how you sleep, how you handle life. If this video helped you see money differently, give it a thumbs up. And comment where you are right now, $500, $5,000, or $20,000. We're learning together. And if you want me to break down what to do after your first $20,000, invest versus save versus spend wisely, let me know. Hit subscribe and join me as I learn with you.